What they told me then is that after 3 years, if I don't do anything, they will take it over.
Sorry, wait, hold on. You bought a piece of land and you
Yes.
paid in full.
Mm-hmm.
But they told you that after 3 years, if you do not make use of the land, they'll take it from you?
Yes.
Huh.
Was it written in the agreement?
Right? Got it up to window level. Then something happened.
Okay.
My wife fell sick, and she was sick for 4 good years. So I abandoned that project.
Oh.
They were calling me, come and do this, come on. I said, no, who I'm building the house for is the person lying at the hospital. So at the end, she died. Then last year, December, I get some blocks arranged. Continue. Last week, my auntie called me. So, Chris, these people went back home. People would give. So what do you need? I've gotten a distance to winter. Their dad, the man is late, so the children are the one running things now. In fact, the other plot, one of them go and plant plantains there. Young man, it's only one plot. I said, what do you mean? You don't ask questions. So now, with this level I've got to that property, is it okay for them to come and ask me to leave? Because the people around me, they've taken over my land. So my auntie is telling me that they say they are sympathizing with me because they know what I want. So I don't know. Maybe if I go this year, they will take me or they will come up. So what do I do?
All right.
You need to lawyer up, if you ask me. But let me go ahead.
Okay. I know for sure some certificate of occupancy in Lagos. It states that despite the fact that you've been allocated the property, that's from Lagos State Government. If you do not develop the property in so amount of time, sometimes a year and a half, sometimes 2 years, the government can take it over. So, of course, there are some estates too that you invest in that they say that part of the restrictions and the rules and regulations of the estates is that you have to develop within a certain time. If you don't do it, they can repossess it. And why is that? It's just so that to avoid speculation.
Okay.
Some people will buy into a property and just leave it there, leave it fallow. So if there's an estate, right, and everybody buys to speculate, how will the estate develop? So you can't just leave it lying fallow. So you see some people, they bought property in 1983, they leave it there. Now, some other people will be living in that estate. There will be snakes, different things. It will devalue the estate. That is why they put the clause that you have to. But in his own case, I think it's understandable that, ill health came up, his wife and all of that. But at the point, he should have entered into negotiations with them.
So he asked the question, a patching question. What do you advise him to do?
Because he has gone back to it. He has gone back to it. He said he
started building.
Yes, but that his auntie called him and said that they want to take
one plot and they planted
plantain.
The other
On his
plot.
I think he should just enter his property. He should take possession first. Possession is very key in everything real estate. Anything property. One thing you should always strive to have is possession. Never fight from outside.
Okay.
He should take over his property and be in possession. Let them be the one taking him to court for possession, for repossession.
Okay.
But let him be on his land, exercising all his rights of ownership.
I see.
I'm into short-let shared apartments too. So there's this lawyer that showed me an apartment, a duplex that he wanted me to rent for a shared apartment, of which I rented. 3 weeks down the line, he didn't give me full possession of the place. He didn't give me a contract. He didn't give me a receipt of payment. I only forwarded the receipt of transfer to him. And I was trying to get to him. He wasn't, picking call. Probably he was busy or something. Then I now told him, look, after 3 months, I'm not interested in the place again. That since I've not taken possession of the place, that I need my money back. He now said, that the money has been transferred to the owner of the apartment, that there is no way he's going to give me back my money, that the agency fee has been given to the agent, that legal fee, which he has not prepared, that orally they have taken possession of the house. I was like, what are you saying? Whenever you want me to go there, I need to call somebody. You have to give approval for them to open the place. Once I see the place, they lock it. and I've not tampered with anything in the house. So we were doing the back and forth until from September last year till late November. Yeah, on the 1st of December, after sending a mail through him to the woman that owns the house, purported for what he told me, and sending a voicemail to the woman because he never wanted me to speak with the woman. I now saw a transfer of 2.6 million naira, while what I paid to him, total package of 4.325 million. So I told him, look, I need the remaining money. He stopped picking my call and everything. I took him to MBA because he's a lawyer. I didn't want to take him to court because I know he will always file injunctions and all that to waste time. I took him to MBA. He came the first day. He agreed that I paid everything I told the people. He agreed to it. But he said that he transferred the whole money to the woman and that he has prepared the contract, that it was me that didn't want to come and collect the contract.
How?
I don't understand.
But do you have evidence that of messages you've sent to him with dates asking for the receipts and all of those things?
The evidence is enormous. I have it on my WhatsApp. Everything.
So what's the MBA saying?
So they told him to come the next day with a receipt of transfer to the woman, since he claims that, and also come with the contract. This guy did not come the next Thursday of our hearing. They gave him again 1st of June. He did not come. He did not come. Now they are taking the whole thing to Abuja they are writing a report to Abuja. And the thing is this, I pity the young man. He's just a young boy. My problem with him is that he's so arrogant. If you had come to me, bros, man, I don't have this money. Let me be paying you 100,000 naira every month. I will agree. He's so arrogant.
But is the property still opened, or has it been let out to somebody else?
I've not gone there since then.
If you still need the property, why don't you take possession of the property?
So the thing is this: they said I didn't take possession of the property, but they said from September till December. In fact, from September they took money from September to December. That I've stayed there. That's what when they returned the money.
Now what?
That's why I said possession is very important. Go and take possession of the place. Know when you moved in and know when your money is due. Let them now come in.
Because he said he was only allowed entry into the place once, and he had to make calls upon calls to get through.
And you will go back a second time that you want to view the place and you pack your things inside.
What if it's not part of his plan to move into the place?
Because it's a short list.
He probably wants to take possession of the place now. Let him take possession of the place.
And change the locks.
They have given him the place. The place is still open. Go and take possession.
And change the locks.
I think that you need to have a conversation with Kingsley. Kingsley, how about that? How about you contact Olamide and have a tete-a-tete with her?
I need to understand, see the document signed.
Yes.
I cannot really speak on something that I've not seen. Since there's a written contract, I would like to look at it.
I will take possession and change the locks.
It's not your property.
I will go you first.
Why are you changing
locks? You take possession first. Let them be fighting from outside.
That's what it means. How can I take possession and they can enter? There's no... Yes, now I make it my own place.
You will take over the place.
Yes, I'll take over the place. Then if
since you have paid this contract. Because it doesn't look like the money will be
returned. Then they will be the ones to take me to court.
Let them take me to court.
Absolutely.
I've learned.
I bought a land some years ago that I have built and lived there, but I have not done the agreement with the family. Now, one of the family is threatening me that I have to come and do the agreement, otherwise he will sell my house. So please, I need advice from the lawyer.
You say you bought the land?
Yes, I bought the land.
What document were you given?
What
document were you given?
Just the receipt of the land.
Okay, so the only thing you don't have is the deed of assignment. So
you're an
equitable owner of the property, probably not legal owners. What you should be doing is compel them to give you your legal document. Is there any money involved that you've
No. Yeah, he said I have to pay for the agreement. That's what he said.
You bought it and you have to pay for the agreement.
Yeah.
You've already given them the money. Okay, so money for signing. Are they or
money for signing for the deed of assignment.
Are they or money?
Exactly.
Please go and pay the money for signing. It's always part of the package. Please just pay it on time and let them give you your property. I know for sure that they cannot sell because you're already in possession. Anyway, you're in possession, but of course, it's not every time court, wahala and all of that, just give them, no, I know the money will be minimal. For some families, it's about 25,000 naira to sign. It's always part of it. You have to give them money for signing.
Yeah, sign instead of losing the whole property.
No, he wouldn't lose it.
Going
to
court,
court, the wahala
It's also
involved and
lots
all
of
of
money,
that. Yes.
time and energy.
So I'm very sure they would have told him was part of the package when he was paying.
Good afternoon, Mary-Ann and Stretch. In a situation where the buyer purchases land from a man and later the brother of the man sold the land to another person in the same year. Meanwhile, the first buyer had already processed all the papers of the land while the second buyer hurriedly puts up a bacha in the place. What will the first buyer do? This is from Ima.
What's the meaning of bacha?
Bacha like a
Thatch house.
wooden house.
Okay, so he's taking possession. Okay, number one, when it comes to issue of possession, I wouldn't want to advise over the phone on what people should do.
Okay.
But always ensure, right, that you take possession. Now, as he registered his document, because first in time is first in law.
Yeah, he said already processed all the papers.
Then he owns the property. So what he should be doing is applying to the court for possession of his property.
Even with the bacha in the house.
Yes, they will come and break
Well,
it down.
is there? I don't know about that too. That's self-help.
No, I'm saying that by the time the court gives him the order to take over the land, then the
No,
bacha
did he
goes
just
down.
put something on it and he left? Or is
So
he
the
in
second
active
buyer,
possession? Yes.
quickly just
Hurriedly
put up
puts
the
up a bacha in the place. And bacha is where you
And
rent
did he
out.
lock the place up?
We don't know now. All of us right
No,
here.
if I see any touch kidney on my
Somebody
property,
might be living there now.
somebody might be living
Yes,
there.
now.
And that's what I'm asking. That is he in active possession? Anybody can just pull up a structure. I will just go there and fell it off and take over my property now.
Because if I have the legal papers.
because I have the courts backing me.
But if he's actually built on it and he's living on the
Bacha.
property, then he's in possession. So what he should be doing is applying to the court for repossession of his property.
I
And
see.
for trespass. The person has
Yes,
trespassed.
bacha
on
is
his property.
trespassing.